Started writing email. Hi, Kathy and Ed.
Hi, Mike.
I still be getting ready.
No rush.
Just use video. My virtual background is still loading. Huh. Try and load. If it doesn't load in a couple seconds, I'll give up. Okay. All this to here. So when we talked about lox the last time, um, what did Sydney say? Was it lox, like lox and bagels, or was she talking about something else?
I think she was talking about lox and bagels.
Lox and bagels, okay. Okay, I think I'm pretty much ready here. And XG is open, I hope, right? And we got what, one more minute? Well, it was nice to see so many people there today.
Yeah.
And that was a big turnout.
Yeah, that was big because we had four new people basically. Two of Jane's friends and Bob's wife and Say. She and we have an extra visitor today, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Is which cat is that?
That's itty bitty. She's my youngest.
Okay.
She has terrible Zoom manners, so sorry.
Yep. Rules were rewritten when that Zoom came on the scene, huh? Okay, let's put you guys all on here somewhere and I'll see. Stop share for now. How do I unshare? Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, it is 6 o'clock now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
601.
Minute past. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Carol, did you end up getting new backgammon? I mean, BG Blitz?
Yeah, I have BG Blitz and I have Daily Gammon.
Daily Gammon. Okay. So have you played along on Daily Gammon?
No, I haven't. No, I played BG Blitz a little bit.
Okay. All right. So and Jane, because it's a Macintosh environment, is a BG Blitzer, and Ed has both, and Kathy have both too, or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's focusing a little bit more on XG, but the thing is the same. It's the same. It's actually easier on BG Blitz to create Anki cards. But the challenge we're going to have is taking those Anki cards and moving over to the Anki program, or the Anki web portal, I guess they call it, which will have all the decks. And we want a communal deck. From that communal deck, you can choose cards you want to put in your own deck. Okay. But what's good about the communal deck is we can all change it and put comments on it. Like one thing like that we want on every single card that you want to have in your card deck is, what is your theory about what's correct? Why do you believe that this is the right thing to do? Right? And again, that will change as you learn more about backgammon. It'll always change, but you need to start with that. Right? And so Anki Gammon is a program that makes it really easy to take a new backgammon or an XG. And what was the third one? Is it BG Blitz also? I don't remember if it takes BG Blitz. I think it might, right? And it takes all those. Well, I guess they can't take BG Blitz because BG Blitz can export it as a text file, right? Or a .match file, either way. And then change that really easily into Anki cards. Very, very easily. Okay. So let's do some highlighting things first. Okay, where's the button for share? There it is.
Playing on that basis, it seems to me that there.
Okay, so focusing more on Anki Gammon.
With these cases.
And so for all the main, there's all kinds of people that post all kinds of videos about things. And for learning, my main guru has been Justin Sung, who became a medical doctor, but then he started teaching about learning. Right? And just about all the lessons I learned about learning come from him. There are other people like Richard Feynman, about you read something, you start at the end also, and then, figure out where you're going to go and then work your way there. And then when it comes, now we're at the point of decks that use spaced repetition, flashcards. And Alex Palmerton has put out the best ones that I found so far. Okay. So we decided we're going to do it Mondays at 3 o'clock and Thursdays at 6 o'clock. And then there's a lot of different backgammon decks. So Rainer Bickel was the person that created Anki decks from XG, and he made a business out of it. Right? But he didn't use Anki Gammon to do it. He created his own software program. And there's a ton of other decks you can find that are good backgammon decks. And sometimes they post about those on Daily Gammon also. There's the forum, the general forum. Okay. So let's go to keep the share, but I want to do escape from this, right? Yeah. Okay. You guys can see this right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I started using Anki cards, and I came up with a ton of questions. Okay, so this applies to everything, all the Anki cards. Okay, number one, you probably want to see more cards each session. Because the ways Anki is set up is they use a smaller set, and if we're looking at backgammon cards, they're going to give you 20 cards, new cards every day, and that's your limit. You can't do any more than that, okay? Unless you change the limits on all different things and on the different settings. But it's not only the number of cards that you're going to see, but you have to change other things too to make it work. They're all kind of interconnected. So I want to see more cards each session. And if I know a card, how can I see it much less frequently? Because when you're doing it with Anki settings, you're going to see it within minutes, even if you think you know it, right? But I'd like to see it further out. And you can change that, right? And I've made some changes to the Anki Deck settings to try and fulfill those last two questions. And I may back off on them, but so far it's working that way. I'll show you what I did. Okay. And how do I control the learning phase? So again, there's three settings that are all connected for all this stuff right here. I think it was Kathy. Yeah, Kathy, we were discussing, I told you I want to know where a card comes from. What matches it from? Who is my opponent? And you suggest also looking at PR of that opponent, right?
Mhm.
And so because it's so easy to take an XG match and create a deck of Anki cards, I've done it like 5 times now, just to practice with different types of things, right? So a lot of the stuff is in the metadata, but one thing it didn't have was the name of my opponent. That wasn't inside the metadata for the Anki card. I did find something that I really liked. It takes, if you have comments on a card in XG, it will transfer that to. When it creates a card, it saves it as a note. And so after you make your choice about what you think is correct, A, B, C, D, E, which you can increase to up to 10 if you want to, it'll show your notes. In BG Blitz, you can make notes too, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I assume that if we're able to export those cards, we'll be able to export the comments also. Okay. Okay, so Anki, the main settings you have for the Anki Gammon program to create Anki cards is the threshold. I suggested, 0.1 for you guys, or 0.12 or something like that. I want to go
0.12.
higher than that. Okay. Even for me, I started off with like, okay, the errors that you want to fix are your bigger blunders. Okay? And so that would be something over some limit that you're not overwhelmed with new cards every time. And even after you work with those cards, let's say I'm going to set mine for actually to like 1.5. I'm going to create a super blunder deck, what I'm calling it, so that those are the ones I really want to get out of my system. I want to, if I can't figure out the concepts behind those moves, which I should be able to do, then I'm going to be lost in Michigan for one. Okay. In the Backgammon is Beautiful interview with Daniel Rivera, Rainer Burkle says that he also looks at opening rolls, because those happen all the time, right? And so that's another set of cards you want to look at. And like we talked about last time, you want to tag them extensively, okay? And we can also create subdecks of all these things. And so when I'm asking Anki to make decks for me now, I tell it to separate out the cube action and the move. Okay, so you have checker moves and you have cube action that are separate now in 2 different decks. So those are my super. Oh, there it's on the screen there. Okay. So these are the mistakes I want to eliminate from our game, and I don't want to conceptually make similar mistakes. So that implied the quiet question: what parameters can I set in Anki Gammon for the creation of cards? I couldn't find anything that I could find the threshold limit, but I couldn't find anything else for some of the other stuff. Right? I'll show you some of the parameters you can set in Anki Gammon. Okay. And then one of the last things right now is, after about a month, turn on FSRS. Anki has its own spaced repetition algorithm. And it uses research from something like 1986. But FSRS is shown to be a better predictor of when it thinks you're going to forget something. So it spaces it out for that in that way. Okay. So before you turn on the FSRS, you want to use the old Anki method, and you can say it's hard, you're good at it, it's easy, and and there's one more too. I forget what it was. 4 of them, and you want to shoot for about 9% of hitting the mark on those things, and then that'll give Anki enough information to create the right algorithm for you based on what it thinks you will forget, when you will forget. Okay, so that's something that what was his name? The guy that did Alec Palmerton. So when he first started using Anki Dex to study for medical school, he tried for 100%. So if he didn't get 100% right, he would say hard, and it would show it to him again and again and again. And that's just going to be cards that are just too frequent, going to be coming at you all the time. The first time I used an Anki deck a few years ago, and I was using backgammon positions, you have 20 new cards is all that's going to give you to remember. But it would take over an hour to just, because it keeps showing it over and over and over again. Right? So you don't have to shoot for 100%. I absolutely know it. Right? You want to shoot for about 90%, and that's enough. Okay. So one of the things that you change in Anki Gammon to see more cards per session is to use the custom study feature. If you're done with your limit, you can use the custom study feature and let you cram more cards that day. Or you can also create a special deck to review specific material on demand. Okay. You want to see a card less frequently? So you want to see cards spaced out on longer intervals? You can adjust your deck options and set a higher maximum interval. So this prevents Anki from capping how long a card will take to reappear after you mark it correctly. So we're going to do this right. Go to options and look at the gear option on the side. And I got to make you guys small from here. Okay. And if you want to permanently or consistently study more decks each day, you can increase your daily limit. So there's 3 different ways you can change how many cards you see. And this is maybe the best way for us in backgammon, right? You can click the gear icon next to the deck you want to study, and I think it's by default set for all the decks you have in your Anki group. Select options, new cards per day, and I set mine also 999. Okay. Okay, so this explains what happens when you press good or again, and you can also just press show card, and you don't actually end up pressing one of those buttons that help choose when to next see the card. So So these are some of the changes I've made. I documented them because I don't know what they were originally. But I'm asking it to space out new cards a little longer. I'm going to say, instead of just 40 cards daily limit, you can show me up to 9,999. Okay, so let's go to Anki deck. And you go to settings. And I checked this one off here. This was unchecked in the beginning. And I want to split the checker and cube decisions into 2 different decks. Okay. And there's different add-ons you can use to connect to the Anki portal. And so this is one that you need to download. And it's really easy to add on. I'll show you that too in a second. This is just for what the board looks like, whether you want the PipCon on or not. The engine in the background, if you don't have it analyzed already, you can use new BG to do analysis after you generate the card. Okay, and so let's go to out of this guy right here. This is the main screen for Anki Gammon. And all you have to do, find this thing here first, is import files. And okay, so these are my USBG for online championships matches. It's up the thing, go to Daily Gammon. And let's go to API XG. Yeah, I think I already have one for this guy, but okay. So let's go to a different one. So I don't have cards bumping on top of each other. Okay, I do not have one for Ego Raga. That's Mark in our class, right? So we open that. You can use the text file, or you can use this right here, but we want the one that has the analysis on it. And let's say checker, we want to look at checker play that's higher. Let's go pretty high right now. Let's go to, we want to create our super blunder deck, right? And the cube decision, let's say about 0.8 or something, 0.08. We'll look at both players, Ego Rugger and Willy Wonka, and just say, okay. So now it finds all the positions that qualify with those thresholds, right? And it says 18 positions from that match. And you say, okay. And then you want to export to Anki. But let's take a look at the setting first. Oh, we already looked at all this over here. Okay. Those are different settings. So you just press export to Anki. Okay. So Ed and Kathy, what you need to do is download the Anki Gammon, and then also need to export. Let's see, tools, help tools. Add-ons, there we go. So Anki Connect is what you also need right here to be able to, so you need to just download it, which is really easy, and then go to add-ons and add it to, no, I don't have a name right here, and add it to Anki Gammon, and then it'll put it inside the Anki Gammon deck. Okay. So let's call this, well, we can throw it in there because it doesn't have Mark in there. Okay. So we're in this thing, just say export to Anki. Again, you have to have the Anki Connect set up first. And then it doesn't take too long to export all these cards one at a time.
It's just like uncertainty, chaos, and the economy that's coming in each and every moment. I think that's hugely detrimental consequences.
So I haven't figured out yet how to find out how many cards are in each of these decks, because it'll tell us new, but it doesn't say how many cards. Okay, so here is the gear icon to the right. Oh, is it doing that again? Oh, maybe because it's trying to work on exporting something right now. It's not letting me go there.
Oh.
Okay.
Still doing it.
But what it will tell us, when we click on this right here, are different options. So that's where I set the 9,999 cards per day. I expanded the time that you see the cards. Okay, that sort of thing. Oh, so this number just jumped up to 14, or 13, then 14.
I think it said originally that there were 18 that it identified, so it must be close.
Right, so it found 18 originally inside the
It looks like it's loaded 17 now, so.
it's going to go to 19, the number, because there's already one card in this deck.
Oh, okay.
So when it gets to 19, it should be done. Oh, success. 18.
100%.
I know there
Yeah.
was a card there already though. Okay, so it's already done. It's thrown all those cards in there. And what they look like, let's say you want to study this new deck. What do we do? What do we do?
Double click.
One of these things here.
The world's first player
No.
is something that is like highly
No.
consequential, not just because
No.
of the compensation of
I think you just need to click on the deck.
what it means for
Push on the deck. This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I did that. It's not doing.
Well, click or double click usually
Double
works.
clicking.
Huh.
I think
No.
it's happening.
Because it works on mine.
Yeah, I think I need to do it and restart it. Because it was giving me problems before too. Guess what's not letting me restart it? Close Windows, do that.
You're hung.
It's
That
yeah,
crash?
it's being obstinate.
game. All right, one more topic. The bond market. The bond market is.
Let's try a different deck. No.
Even like people that are invested in markets don't pay attention to this. The bond market's predicting inflation, basically.
I'm not sure what to do. I'm closing windows. What if I create a new window? Oh, it got rid of it. No, it didn't. Let's open up a new Anki. See if this one behaves. Double clicking on it. Nothing's happening.
What happens if you right click on Anki Gammon?
Right click, nada.
Nothing. Sometimes you get a little menu that says open and other things.
Yeah,
When you moused over tools in the upper left, I saw a study deck option.
okay.
that-
But I think Kathy's right. I think that also you're able to do it
Oh.
by double clicking. Okay. So we can study, add, cancel, or help. Okay. We want to study. There's 19 new cards. So one from yesterday and then the 18 from today.
Study
And
now.
we want to study them. So this is what the card looks like. Study now. Come on.
Study now
Yeah,
study.
I'm clicking. Nothing's happening.
Clicking. I'm clicking here.
Hey, Kathy,
Yeah.
do you have any Yankee deck cards?
Yeah, I have some from a match I played recently.
Okay, I'm gonna give you co-host duties then. I'll have to make
Okay.
this work. So,
Yeah, how do I go back?
oh, hello, Mark.
Hello.
For the American people being angry about the economic divide.
You are now co-host.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Comes from the nature of the lives that the American people are living.
I'm gonna go back. While you're doing that, let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna go try and
Okay, I
make that
think
thing work.
this will work.
Are you recording this, Mike?
I
Yes.
believe I am.
Yeah,
I
says
have it set
you
up-
are.
Okay, it says yeah, I have it
Okay.
set up to automatically record.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, it looks like it's being clicked on from my point of view, but nothing's happening here.
Yeah.
Of the American dream, owning a home is now considered a luxury. That is
No.
not a trillion.
Hmm.
This is a-
You have to say it was.
Can you
Kathy.
even close the program?
So,
Yeah, I can even close the program. And it doesn't want to close.
Well, then it's
Control
hung.
Alt Delete.
Yeah, then that's hung or something.
That's bye everybody. That's-
Well, you should,
So, are you finding yours, Kath, or
can I share? Share screen
yeah,
or
you
something?
should be able to share your co-host also.
Okay, how do I do that?
So, Mark, when did you come in today?
Well, about 5 minutes after the hour.
Okay, you got most of it then.
Oh,
Yeah.
here it is.
So basically, we talked about using Anki Gammon to create cards and changing some of the parameters, because if you use the parameters that
Oh.
it gives you initially, you're setting the same cards over and over and over and over again. Okay.
Are you seeing?
Okay. Oh, that's pretty. I've got orange and brown or something.
Very soothing.
Yes. So you can say, just show me the answer. I don't care about it. Or you can go down a little bit. You can see the choices, right? I have mine set to, if there are as many as 10 different moves that you could make, it'll show all those 10 moves. The default has something like 4 or 5 moves.
Yeah, I had that up here a minute ago. I don't know where it went. Or nope. Let me go back to.
You guys saw the original position, right? So the first thing to determine is who's winning, who's losing, what's their game plan, what's your game plan, right? So you're actually a little bit behind that pip count, but you have a stronger prime in front of them. You have no checkers back you, so that means you have full freedom. Who came up with that term? I think it was Mark Olson that came up with that term. And let's see, it's 3-3 and a 13-point match, so you both need 10. So gammons work fully for both of you. And they're playing a contact game. They want to get a shot, hit it, and go. Oh, they could also roll like 6-5 and then roll doubles from there, large doubles, and win. Right? So should you be attacking them? Because that's basically what you're part priming game, but this isn't a priming move with the double aces. Or should you be playing more of an attacking game? And if you're playing an attacking game, should you leave any blots in your board? Okay.
So you could hit both of them.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, make your 3-point and you have
Yeah.
blots. You put 2
I
on,
mean,
and the cube is still in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if things go well, really well, you should play on. If they go on partially well, then you can double, and they may or may not have a take. So where does it show the answers?
There's a show answer button here, and it just shows what it did.
So where does it show you what choices you have?
I couldn't. Oh, I bet it's
There
down
it is.
here.
Okay. Oh, that's already went to show answers.
Yeah.
So it's saying, look, you're doing the right thing if you play an attacking game plan, right? And it's a blunder not to do something like that. Now, depending on how well your opponent rolls, you can either double or not double. And if you double, it could be a pass or a take, depending on how well they roll. So see at the bottom right there? Oh, yours already spaced out, Kathy. Okay. This is again for 2 hours instead of 1 minute or 10 minutes. It says you can choose hard, you'll see it after a day, and good after 2 days, and easy after 5 days. So depending on what you did you think this was easy or good or hard, or do you need to see it right away again?
Probably not right away. Go for the middle ground. Go for good.
Good. Okay. That means it'll show you after a couple days. So this one right here, the cube was not turned, and it shouldn't be turned, right? You each have 2 checkers back. You have a stronger board. Because of the spacing of your points, it looks more like an attacking game on both sides and a priming game. And let's see, is there a roll? There's a roll there, 6-1, right in the middle of my face. Okay. So how do you play 6-1 here?
And this, oh, here are the choices.
Okay.
Just have to scroll. Wonder if you can make it all fit on the screen. Nope. I guess not.
You guys want to hit or not hit?
If it's an attacking game, hit.
Yeah.
Hit.
Okay. You have a 3-point board versus their 2-point board. right? Race is close, which means that if the theory is correct that the closer the race is, then being hit is going to cost you more than if the pip count is wildly different one way or the other. Then that's not a good thing to happen, right? To leave a blot and get hit. Okay. Okay, so do you play safe by playing 13-6, or do you hit with something like 10-3?
I don't know how safe that 13-6 is.
Right, because it leaves your opponent with both numbers on his dice.
Yeah,
Be able to
yeah.
attack you. Right? Exactly. That's why I want to hit.
Oh, show answer.
Yeah, so choose one. Choose something there.
How about where was 10-3?
Oh, wow.
Okay. So if we had notes inside XG or wherever this came from, BG Blitz, then right below this green box, it'll also show notes. Okay? And you could put something like inside the notes, I really had trouble this one when I was playing the match. But now I see that by hitting, I'm taking away half the roll. Give me something like that. You can also, if you're going to tag it, you might want to put attacking game versus attacking game. So AVA is the tag we have for attacking versus attacking. Okay. Okay. So you want to tag these guys extensively at this point so that we can compare them to other cards. Okay.
Can you tag them once they're in the Anki deck?
Yes, you can. So you can, is it under edit? Try edit right here. Because you can edit both the front and the back of these decks.
Oh, I see. It's hidden under here.
So
Oh, okay. So these are all the tags right now.
oh, the what 30-point match cube, that one right there?
Yeah, those must have come off of XG
Okay.
or the Anki Gammon program.
Okay. So try edit,
Okay.
top left.
Or lower left.
Yeah,
What's-
this is what pops up when you hit edit.
Oh,
Oh, that's
what popped up? It just grayed out on my screen.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, it got
Wait.
real light.
Yeah.
Let me try it again. How about if I move it? Can you see the XGID?
No.
There's another edit in the upper left. What happens if you hit that edit?
Yeah. It was different.
Undo, update. note.
Undo, redo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't do it.
So check
I can
tools
see
also.
something when I push edit where I could change the tags.
Hmm.
Where
So those
are
things,
tags? I don't see any hashtags anywhere.
If you push the edit button, you get a bunch of tags.
where are they?
Apparently they're not showing up.
They're not
you
showing up
guys.
for us. I see. Okay.
Do you need to scroll? Are they above or below?
No, right now it's in the center of my screen.
Oh, wow.
It just doesn't,
Interesting.
I don't know why it doesn't show up for you.
So Kathy, there's two edit buttons on the screen. Which one are you pressing?
The one in the lower left.
Okay.
Yeah, the menu edit wasn't very helpful. It was
No.
just undo, redo.
Yeah.
What's the more on the right side?
More on the right side.
Yeah, there's a more
Bottom-
button.
Let's find
right.
out.
More.
That's for Zoom stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's Zoom stuff? No?
No, it's
That's
in
the
Flag
Anki.
card, berry card. Can you see the
Flag
thing that
card.
says flag card?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
options.
Oh, that more. Okay.
Info.
Just see what
I
happens
don't,
if I
I
put a
don't see
flag on it.
tags. Oh, it put a little flag there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Maybe.
means. But options. What are options? Info. Those look intriguing.
That was no,
Would you like to
that
display?
just tells you about the deck
What's info?
or info. Oh, lots of stuff
Mhm.
about it.
It depends a lot on.
No tags still.
No. How do I get out of that? Oh, there it
X,
is.
the little X. And
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Does this movement absolutely?
What
Mark note,
about,
area.
what did I, what's mark note? Oh, is that the flag?
Really important piece.
No,
Puts a star
flag
over
is-
here.
Flag is flag. Oh, stars and flags.
Yeah.
Mark note, flag card. Very, huh. Okay.
Adios.
So
All
what
right.
What did card
Well-
info say?
That was just a lot of, it was info about when it's created.
Yeah.
Oh, did you put in Roberto Litzenberger yourself? Is that the name
Yeah,
of your
I
deck?
put, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. 'Cause
The guy that you beat?
yeah,
Okay.
that was the match I was looking at.
Okay.
And you made a deck for that specific match, Kathy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not pretty.
So can you scroll down farther on the card? Looks like we're seeing about half the card so far. So this is the
Wow.
XGID, which XG will assign to every position that it has. So you can take this XGID and import it into your XG program, and it'll come up with that position, the same one that we just saw.
Oh, it gives you the file it came from.
Yeah, this right here. Yeah, the rest of that right there.
Oh, and there's a little copy button there. That's handy. To copy the XGID.
For this, oh yeah, for this guy right. Or, I don't know if you can see my arrow. Yeah, to the right of that, instead of highlighting it and pressing Control C if you're in.
Right.
This
Just-
one.
Copy.
Yep. That just copies the XGID. And it's on your clipboard and you go somewhere and use it for
Back to
something.
XG, I guess.
I don't know.
So I guess you have to trust it. I can't get my Anki to work right now either.
Hmm.
But you can edit everything on the front and everything on the back,
Okay.
all of it.
And this is the back and the board is the front.
Uh,
This is the back.
yes.
And then
Yeah.
this is, and then one of,
And that
this
is
is,
the front.
okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to. How do I do this?
You want me to stop share?
Yeah, I want to. I'm going to take it away from you. Although it wouldn't hurt to just keep you there, but we will. Okay.
And Singapore reports that the meeting was described as an absolute fiction by people who I'd say something. Over the Punch Bowl, more than 20 Republican senators spoke.
Why are you? This, I got the screen. Oh, okay, that'll do it. So you saw all my questions, right? For what we're trying to get done. Has anyone else played with Anki decks? Screen sharing, which means I want to. Okay, so most of these questions, I've been able to find answers to these right here. And by adjusting those numbers, like the show me 9,999 cards per day, changing some of the lengths of the time segments, and saying, give me instead of 40, instead of 20, I changed to 400, 40 and 400, right? So all those, I'm not sure, I still don't know exactly how they all work together, right? But they do help to space out the when it shows you that card. Okay. And the biggest thing about today is we're going to tackle the largest blenders. Those could be the opening rolls. And the case that I had against Paul Albert, that third row position where I rolled 6-5 to Lover's Leap. He played 6-3, I believe it, where he did split. And then 6-4 when I ran because I thought I'm ahead. That's only the third roll. And we need to learn more of those also. I shouldn't have taken just such a simplistic view of saying I'm ahead in the race, so I'm going to go to a racing game because I'll have my two back checkers freed. When I thought about it, when I thought deeper about it, you're just not likely enough to bring that position home. You're likely to leave shots and get hit, right? Okay. So as far as I know, that's as far as we can go today. Questions, comments? I know.
Well, I feel like there's something I should be doing. So I should play games and create Anki cards and before coming to class next time.
Okay,
Is that what I should be doing?
Yeah. So to gather data, you can play it on Daily Gammon and maybe choose a 1-point match, right? Because those will be over pretty quickly. And then once you have that, you can, if you're using BG Blitz, all you have to do is drag the link onto the board on BG Blitz, and it'll analyze it and set the analysis you want. And then it'll create Anki cards for you really easily. Okay, and then share those. And we'll go through the process with you of tagging it. We've got a long list of tags, and also putting down what's going to be important for us to learn. Okay, so
you have a list of set tags?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have that list?
I don't know where I have that list. Let's see. This is all Anki.
I mean, if we want to share these cards, then we should all, I assume, be using the same tag list.
Oh, that's right. Mark, what was that thing called? What was the document called?
Standby.
Like 2026 in it, right?
Is there a reason why I don't just play games in BG Blitz in the first place, or why do I play them on Daily
Yep, you
Gammon?
can do it
and
that
then-
way also.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Maybe this was it. I think.
It's BG study session. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good, okay. So Carol, I've shared this document with you guys,
Yes, I have it.
and here at the bottom,
Oh,
just some of the tags, okay?
okay.
So the important ones right now are the game plan ones, right? Not only, maybe one side is a racing game plan, but you're not quite sure what the other side is, right? Yeah. But if you know what the two sides are, attacking AVR, attacking versus running, or AVA, attacking versus attacking. Okay, so this is one of the most important things, are the two game plans. Also, the part of the game it is, whether it's the opening phase, I don't know where I have that. Here we go, opening phase, right? And it could be opening phase, opening rolls, replies to opening rolls. One of the big decisions you have to make when you're playing the opening phase is whether to hit or to build. So you can maybe hit a checker or build a point, make a point, right? One of the biggest part of the game is knowing when to split your back checkers. So if we know that our opponent is playing it looks like they're going to play a contact game plan, a priming game plan, then they're going to build a prime in front of you, which means you want to split your back checkers to come to the edge if you can. And then when to use tactics, like hitting a blot, so you can split your back checkers a little more safely. So the opening phase, the murky middle, as Marty Storr and Mary Hickey call it, and the end game. So end game is basically anything that we understand well enough that we can say, this is definitely how you're going to make your plays. Okay? And if you pull it from something like a book, you can say, well, which book you pulled it from right here. There's so many of the old books I want to go through and go over, because when I learn things from these books, that's what I believe until now, until I've reached a point where I find out, oh, that's not right anymore, and I have to rethink it. So some of the stuff that I learned in the earlier books could well be wrong, and I have to change my thinking about that.
Mhm.
And then there's concepts like builders. When you play 3-1, you stripped that builder, that third build, that builder off of the 8-point. Your 8-point only has two checkers on it. Now to use that 8-point checker, either checker there on there to make a point, you've got to break that point. So a third checker on a point gives you a builder. Versus strip points, like the 8-point after you play 3-1. Diversification, duplication, two flip sides of a coin. You want to, in all of backgammon, when you're playing it, you want to make more of your rolls good for you and fewer of your opponent's rolls good for them. So that means if you diversify your checkers, well, maybe you have a 1, 5, 6 on your side of the board to make a point, and you have 2s, 3s, and 4s on the other side of the board to do something good, then that's diversification. Whereas if you have to leave a blot or 2 blots, or certain numbers are good for your opponent, if you duplicate that number, instead of diversifying that number, they're going to have fewer ways to roll good numbers. Strategy is the most important thing. Taxes are the ways that help you to get that strategy fulfilled. Okay? And then all these other specialty things right here. When you get to the end game and maybe you're bearing in against your opponent, then you're more likely to make an ugly play, which means stacking checkers on points instead of building points. But what often happens with ugly plays, you're pushing off when you're possibly going to leave a blot because you're not going to leave a blot right now. And if you get away with it now, maybe you're safe for the rest of the game. So at the end game is especially one place where you were more likely to make ugly plays. So all of these things are also, you find the definitions on BG, what is it called? Backgammon Galore, bkgm.com. And there's a lot more definitions in the glossary that I haven't included here. Okay. All right, so those are the tags. They're inside that thing. What else? What do we talk about today that I'm not thinking about right now? But I definitely want to be able to figure out how I can put the positions in that I had trouble with during the actual game, but I ended up getting it right.
Mhm.
Right, which means that XG is not going to show it to it. Anki Gamma is not going to flag it as bad, or XG is not going to flag it as bad, and we're not going to get a deck out of it, a card out of it, which is what we really need.
Oh, so we only get cards for errors and blunders.
Right. So if you guys at this point right now chooses your error threshold as 0.120, that might be a good number. Okay. So going back to gathering data, play a match on Daily Gammon, play a match against New, play a match against XG, play a match on Backgammon Studio Heroes because it saves a file for you. Take a picture of a position that when you're playing, socially, and you can take that and you put it into your BG Blitz or your XG and you create that position, and you can have a card made out of that also. Okay. So gathering data was the first step. The second step was to send it through the neural net, the NN, and create cards. And that's why we want to tag it extensively. And that's where we also want to put down our theory, your theory today. What's going on here in this position? Why do I think this is correct? Okay. And maybe 3 months from now, as you learn more, you'll say, oh no, that's way off base. Right? Or maybe that's mostly correct and looks like that theory is holding up. And then have an expert go over with you. So Mark's going to send some XG games to me. I'm going to send that over to Wilcox, and he'll look at it. We can post it to the forums. I still haven't gone through and looked at all the Facebook forums, but there's also, I have in that document, I think BG Online is another one. 2+2 is another good one. So you post it there, and you've got some good people coming back and answering, the questions. Okay, and then from there we put all that into the Anki card in our notes, and keep learning from them. Okay. So the more I've played with Anki cards, the more I think this is going to work. Okay. And also listening to Rainer Burkel's interview with Daniel Rivera on Backgammon is Beautiful. He goes through the process of how he created this method. And then he also did a seminar at the 2000 and, I forget the exact year, maybe 22, 23, 24, I forget the exact year, Merit Tournament. And that's online also. I think I have it linked in one of these documents. Okay. And so that's an update on what he's done to the Anki system since he created it. One of the questions that he got was, how has your backgammon improved since you made these improvements? And he couldn't answer that because he is so thorough and dedicated that he really wasn't working on his game during the time that he was improving the methodology.
Mm.
But he has a year now. So I guess it must have been 2025 then. He said there's another year to go back and the next year, that's the question he's going to have to answer the group. How did your PR improve? He, like a number of good players, he wasn't a top player when he quit, but he walked away from backgammon. And he came back in 2019. And he wanted to reach the top ranks again. But now it's a little bit harder. So his channel and his webpage is Reiner's comeback. So he tracks his PR and it's going down, right? And now it's below 7. But he's showing everybody what's going on as he improves his game, how he did it using Anki cards, the spaced repetition flashcards. And not a stack. I don't think you see this thing this big with the Taskmaster and the guy studying for becoming pilots on the Maritime. Do you guys have pictures of that?
Oh man,
I'd have to look. Jeez.
Yeah. Because
I doubt it.
that's pretty incredible. Kathy, it sounded like it looked like you did about 3 feet high.
How big? I know it was at least 2 feet high.
3 feet high. Yeah, it was just index card, right? Studying them.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah, how many
boxes of
8s to
3x5
navigation were
cards.
there, Ed?
Jeez, I don't remember.
It was like 700-800, wasn't it?
There was a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, plus a lot of other stuff we put on flashcards.
So again, from last time, flashcards are good for certain things, especially remembering one-to-one facts like learning the International Phonetic Alphabet, learning vocabulary for a language that you want to learn, right? Learning the presidents and what years they came into office, that sort of thing. It's really good for that. But you have to add the spaced repetition part on top of that to show you the cards again the right time, so you actually learn it. And you also need the part of encoding it properly, putting in the information we need to be able to understand what's going on, right? And that's, Jane, is what's going to give us that step to forgetting the card, but actually learning what's on that card. Okay? And I believe that we can do it. Okay? You're not at all skeptical, right?
It'll happen.
It'll happen. I think it will happen. I really think it will happen. Right? Okay. I know you guys are laughing at that last card, but Sidney's not here. Can we save that last card about latkes and bagels and
Yeah, you better save that one.
Okay. Okay. So anything else, guys?
No, once again, thank you, Mike.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
What
Yeah,
should we
thanks.
put for next time?
Thanks, Mike.
Welcome.
Right.
Okay. I'll try and figure some of that out and throw in an email.
Okay.
But we all should be at the point now of being able to take either a position or a match and analyze it. And then after you analyze it, try and put in comments on all those things. You can put comments in about every position you made an error on, or any position you had questions about. And we can try and find answers to those things. Okay.
And we get rid of the ones that we just did something really stupid on.
Yes, you can do that, right? Because you know the answer, right? You know the answer.
Yeah.
But then again, you might want to keep it to put it inside our communal deck. Because
No, we want to get rid of it in the communal deck.
oh, because someone else might do it. They might do the same thing, right? And they need to find out why. So if they go through and they find that card in the communal deck and they put it in their own deck because, oh, they would have got it wrong too, right? It's helping everybody.
It's usually,
Go
you're
ahead.
rushing, and so you make the wrong choice, and then you go, ooh,
Yeah, you don't see something obvious.
yeah.
It happens.
So Mike, I do have a question for trying to get ready for next time. Since I'm using BG Blitz and I don't know how to get those into, I know how to make flashcards in BG Blitz, but that is not an Anki deck per se that can be
Right.
shared with everybody else, right? So I'm happy to just do it within BG Blitz right now until I learn more about how to do the other. Is that going to be like enough
Okay.
for?
We'll do that. I'm gonna write it down here. So the process.
Because anybody that's on just BG Blitz doesn't have a way to get it into Anki, because BG Blitz makes its own flashcards, but they're not Anki cards.
So I'm gonna put down BGB to CSV. Okay. So there's a process, and it doesn't look too difficult. We have to convert it into CSV format, and then you can import it into an Anki deck.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you'll explain it, so.
Okay, yeah, we'll explain it next week. But whereas Anki Gammon makes the process easy, really easy.
Okay,
Okay. So if anyone
just-
plays around with it and figures out a way that we can supply other parameters to Anki Gammon, or maybe we have to use another program to create the Anki decks, because I would like to include a lot more positions than the ones that they give us right now. What's that, Carol?
Oh, I was just gonna say, so you're talking about creating a CSV file, just a regular CSV file?
Yeah, you can go to BG Blitz, export it as I don't know if we can see that right now.
Well, that's no different than exporting a text file, and then you just load it up. I mean, there's no,
Yeah, I think I have it in one of the files, but it's a BG Blitz. Okay, I'll share the screen so you can see it.
so BG Blitz will save a CSV file.
Let's see.
Yes, no,
So you guys can see the BG Blitz thing right now?
yeah,
yes,
Let's see, file, convert file maybe. I don't see it there, but I have it documented in one of the files. Okay. Oh, but even this would work, right? You guys don't have jellyfish, but no, that's all you need. JFish mat, no, that won't give you the analysis information, right?
so it doesn't export a CSV.
Would be under performance coach.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there, but let's see.
Right, and
My mouse isn't moving anymore. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's coach, all flashcards, edit tags, nope. Selene, I don't see it there, help.
Well, on that first screen that you had displayed, at the very bottom of it, it said output file. Did that give you the option to select CSV? Yeah, look at the bottom line.
I think that's just to name it. Oh, I see. No,
Um,
no, you can't do it. I mean, it won't do a CSV file there.
yeah, won't do it. Says
Oh.
HTML. Yeah.
What is that?
It
It
says,
says CSV.
Yeah, I took my CSV, I put in there and .csv and then appended.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
just like,
it's a straightforward process and it can be done.
well, I didn't mean to sidetrack us tonight, because it's a question for another day, I'm sure. I just wanted to kind of be clear about what I
you're
should
gonna,
Right.
try to do.
what you're gonna do.
Okay. So you guys are not embarrassed by a communal deck, are you? Because we really won't know who it's coming from, right?
no, I have no issue with it.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
It's fine. I'm
You
sure
guys
we'll
wanna
all have our
laugh at me?
share of, oops.
Is that?
I'm sure we'll all have our own share of oops. So as long as
Yeah.
it's share, everybody has their moment,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
Right, so we can all teach each other, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Sounds good.
Hey, Mike, to follow up on a question you asked me this afternoon, in exporting files from XG, you can add comments in.
Right, right. So I did test that.
Okay.
With
Yeah, so we should be able to put them into the AI stuff too.
right, right. So I tested it. One of the things I tested when I did the Anki Gammon program, the program that converts it to the decks. Right? Okay.
Well, this is converting it to the HTML files you need to use for the AI stuff that I've been doing.
Okay. Okay. And which AI are you using on this one?
Claude.
Claude. Okay. Mark, would that be your choice also for an AI program to do this type of analysis?
I mean, I have the impression that Claude is kind of the best of them for in general. So
Oh, okay. Very good. Really good. Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mike.
Hey, thanks, Mike.